The shadows are near, tales of the lost and haunted, we're here.
Welcome back to Tales of the Lost and Haunted, episode 20. There's something about the open road that calls to us. The stretch of asphalt under the sun, the wind through the windows, and the promise of new stories waiting just over the horizon. Every mile brings the unknown a little closer. This time, that road led us to Illinois. After arriving, we met up with our friends and their family who live just outside of Alton, a town widely known as one of the most haunted places in the United States. Sitting along the Mississippi River, Alton is steeped in history marked by conflict, tragedy, and loss. From Civil War prisons and underground tunnels to devastating floods, epidemics, and fires, it's a place where the past lingers in the air. Just upriver from Alton sits a small town of Grafton, Illinois. At first glance, Grafton feels peaceful, a scenic river town with historic buildings, quiet streets, and river views that feel almost timeless. But like many Mississippi River towns, its history is layered with hardship and resilience. Fires swept through Grafton more than once, reshaping the town and forcing it to rebuild, sometimes on top of what had come before. One of those stories lives inside the Ruebel Hotel. The Ruebel Hotel was first established in the 1800s, built to serve riverboat workers, travelers, and merchants moving along the river. After a devastating fire in 1912, which destroyed much of the town, the hotel was rebuilt and reopened once again, welcoming guests to Main Street. For more than a century, people have passed through its doors. They slept there, worked there, celebrated milestones, and mourned losses. And over time, the Ruebel became known not just for its history, but for what many believe still lingers inside. Guests and staff have reported unexplained footsteps echoing through the empty hallway late at night, doors opening and closing on their own. Objects move from where they were left. Some even claim to hear voices when no one else is there, while others have captured strange lights and shadows in photographs taken inside the hotel. Among the most talked about stories tied to the Ruebel Hotel is that of a little girl. According to long-standing accounts, the spirit of a young girl is said to appear on the upper floors near the stairwell. Some describe seeing a small figure quietly standing. Others tell stories of childlike footsteps following him down the hall, and perhaps the most unsettling are the reports of her playing with a ball, rolling it along the stairs, or holding it as she watches from the shadows. For us, this wasn't just a legend we pulled out of the internet. Our friend Kay had once worked at the Ruebel Hotel.
Here, Abigail, they would hear a ball. So they asked the owner, they said, what is that noise? It sounds like a ball, something bouncing. And he said the little girl that used to be here, she got quarantined here when she was sick, would just bounce a ball here for hours. Just throw it down the stairs, come get it, take it back up. And would do it for such a long time. So they said that she still does that to this day.
That hallway. She likes the stairs. She likes the lobby. Yep. She's been seen looking out the window in 19th.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It is wild.
But yeah, I had never heard the story about the man in the top hat.
While on the job, Kay experienced strange occurrences that went far beyond coincidence. The encounters took place near one of the upper floor rooms, close to the stairwell, the same area tied to the story of the little girl. Kay described a sudden shift of atmosphere, the feeling of being watched, and the unmistakable sense that someone else or something else was present, even though no one could be seen. Those experiences stayed with Kay long after leaving the job. So when we had the chance to visit the Ruebel ourselves, we knew exactly where to start, and we had a guide to help us. This time though, we weren't alone. Our families joined forces. We had the kids right there with us. They were wide-eyed, curious, and fully invested. EMF reader in hand, flashlights ready, asking questions, moving through the hotel like a little modern group of Goonies. They were eager to uncover whatever secrets this place might still be hiding. We explained the tools, how they worked, and what to watch for, and then we let the kids take the lead. As we moved through different parts of the hotel, the EMF readings came and went. Small fluctuations, nothing that stayed long enough to raise alarms. In a building this old, that's not unusual. Wiring, metal can all cause interference. Still, the kids watched every flicker of light, whispering excitedly each time it reacted.
I got the pieces. We need to do the ghost roll. Guys, let's do the ghost roll.
But the moment we approached the room that our friend had specifically mentioned, everything changed. The EMF didn't just flicker this time, it surged, and the kids noticed it immediately.
Wait. Our kids aren't playing like crazy.
They were anxious to report their findings. As we stepped away from the room, the readings faded. When we stepped closer back to the room, they climbed again, like something was being switched on and off. But no exposed wiring, no obvious explanation, just energy concentrated in that one place. This was the exact room where Kay had experienced the encounter, the exact space where something had made itself known years earlier. The kids grew quiet. Standing there with the EMF reader reacting in their hands, it felt less like we were chasing a ghost story and more like we had stepped right into the middle of one. When we moved away, the readings disappeared and the rest of the hotel remained calm, almost still. Whatever was happening was localized to that one room, that hallway, and that moment. Whether it was residual energy from the past or something still aware of its surroundings, one thing was clear: the Ruebel Hotel had a story to tell. And with Alton just minutes away, a town overflowing with its own haunted history, we knew this investigation was only the beginning of what this stretch of Illinois had waiting for us. Because some places don't just hold history, they whisper the lost tales forward through time until the next generation is ready to find them. Thanks for watching. This is Tales of the Lost and Haunted. Be sure to subscribe and join us for our next chilling adventure.